which I think is perfectly reasonable. I feel like King's Pass is pretty good for aggressive players because it opens up so many different opportunities, both on stage and off stage.
Yeah, especially the fact that there's like 4 ledges instead of 2 in this map in particular, and there's no platform in the center. Not to mention that it's essentially what I like to think of as like 2 stages in one, with the way that the platforms are signed up. And Zychuu already going with an unarmed that we're talking about, looking for that downline opportunity into a recovery, and he finds it. But these down airs that he's throwing unarmed are actually putting him into gun down airs, and he's taking a significant amount of damage because of it.
Yeah, Zychuu was looking for a lot of unarmed damage, and he found some, but now that he has the lance, he's going for throw combos, getting huge amount of damage. That neutral sig will actually put Maltager into kill percent already. That was quick, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of quick damage coming from Zychuu. Maltager going for a bit of a Russian Mafia combo. Doesn't quite work out, though.
Zychuu finding that unarmed recovery, picks up the hammers, trying to go in for a little bit more. Puts the GC down sig, but it's not, or the sliding down sig, and does not work out. The scoop not hitting either. Maltager playing very patiently with these guns, but it gets hit by an end light in the middle of his jump, and that's it. That actually kills by itself.
Yeah, neutral light sending people off in that diagonal direction can kill actually kind of early if you hit right at the edge like Zychuu just did.
Ooh, Maltager reading that downer, puts out that D-Light, and Sair puts him into kill percent. Tries again with that Nair, doesn't work out, and Zychuu now holding on to the lance, goes for a weapon toss into recovery. Nair follow-up does not lead up into more, but that's already a decent amount of damage. Zychuu looking to run away with this lead as he puts out a downer. Side sig sends Maltager off stage. That's Maltager's dodge. The downer connects. He has his dodge down again. What?
Oh, that huge down sig, and he takes the stock. That was like a 20-second stock from Zychuu. That was huge. And Maltager has a huge mountain to climb back up if he wants any hope in this game now.
Yeah, that side sig hitting in the yellow, forcing Maltager off the stage. Well, the mine, okay. Well, that we've seen plenty of dodge-ins onto mines work.
That's not an easy dodge-in to make, by the way. That was a downward diagonal dodge.
Yeah, so an impressive dodge read from Maltager. An impressive dodge from Zychuu. Either way, gets him killed, but he's still a stock ahead. And now opening up this lance again, which is what he's had the most success on. He's trying to find his way in.
Not quite finding anything just yet, but finds a Nair, and it's starting to get some more now. But Maltager is getting the upper hand on these damage trades, and that side sig could end Zychuu's stock even earlier. The ground pound follow-up, the weapon throw forcing Zychuu to use his dodge, and that massive lead Zychuu had is gone now. He gets the bomb throw, which helps, but
yeah,
Maltager definitely has a chance here.
Zychuu with that explosive start is kind of getting destroyed here by Maltager's guns in the later games. He dodges into a neutral light. Maltager going for that X-Pit, or not that X-Pit, but that Nair, gets that recovery and falling. Ooh, Maltager was a little dangerous there as he used that Nair. He was out of jumps and he was falling to his death, but he makes it back, and Zychuu trying to dodge past that down light, doesn't work out, still gets hit, picks up the hammer. He's struggling to find any moves, and Maltager is trying to make this reverse 3-stock work. Zychuu playing with the hammer, tosses that aside. Maltager goes to the center stage, the bomb forces the dodge up. That's his recovery, but Zychuu just take advantage of it.
The lance missed, yeah. Maltager hugged the left side of the wall. That was the only place that the lance wasn't covering. And so Maltager didn't get hit by the edge guard just yet. And now Zychuu is struggling to get his win that he thought he earned. That stomp side sig doesn't happen, or the stomp side air gets dropped.
Ooh, when he puts out that end sig, gets neutralized by Zychuu, and Zychuu going in for that ground pound, doesn't get it. And Maltager, ooh, gets hit by that downer, has to use his recovery. That was actually a pretty decent recovery to avoid weapon tosses there, because he still had his dodge, and he was able to make it back. Zychuu looking for the Sair. Oh, this is like much closer than I was expected to be here, as Maltager's avoiding out these weapon tosses. He's so heavily damaged, but that falling side sig was so risky. Oh, the weapon toss just does it.
Yeah, Maltager tries to up weapon throw to cover Zychuu's ground pound, but Zychuu didn't go for a ground pound. He just down throwed and got the kill. Very close game for what shouldn't have been a close game. Zychuu almost dropped it, but he found it in the end. So the win's all that matters. And Maltager's going to switch over to Hattori.
Which seems appropriate. Even though the Cassidy didn't do that poorly, I feel like a lot of the kills there were a part of how small King's Pass's blast zones are, just considering how the map works. Like that down sig killing an orange, even though he charged it for quite a bit, as well as the side sig forcing him to use those dodges as early as he did. So let's see if this makes a difference here on Thunderguard, as the map's a little bit more standard. Still has that shenanigans zone in the middle, though. And Zychuu getting hit by that D-Light Nair. Maltager mixing that up to try to go for a recovery follow-up. Doesn't get it, but Holding on to the sword now is trying to do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, and Zychuu hasn't found anything just yet. Getting pushed around a little bit by this sword play from Maltager. He throws his weapon to go for unarmed, but doesn't find anything. And he still hasn't found a single point of damage.
Yeah, another Sair hitting up from Maltager. Maltager just finding Sairs and sidelights, and Zychuu getting in with a little bit of unarmed here. Goes for a Sair, saying, my weapons aren't working, might as well hit him with my fist, but then Nair kills him off the top, and Maltager takes his stock in 40 seconds.
Yeah, Maltager definitely has the upper hand right now. We know how volatile Zychuu can be, however, and we can see a stock from Maltager go away so quick if Zychuu puts his mind to it. And yeah, here we go.
Wow, then that's what we're talking about. Gosh. Zychoo's side sigs on Lance, or on Scarlet rather, are really great because I feel like he always puts him in positions to where he almost catches his opponent sleeping. Like his opponent's like expecting a raise and they're going with A, B, or C. Zychuu pulls out the random side sig option and just hits him while he's standing there, and that gets the KO in like orange. And now we see that the match is completely even.
Yeah, Zychuu was looking a little poor, but he just got that insane Lance string into side sigs to finish it off. And now he's going in heavy for the unarmed, getting a lot of the damage back, and he takes the damage lead, even going for a side sig to end it, but Maltager not quite ready to die early again.
Ooh, Zychuu actually catching that mine, catching Maltager off guard, and hits him with a sidelight as he throws it up high. Charges up that down sig to read a dodge or jump in, but Maltager recovers to the center of the stage. Bomb goes down. Zychuu just playing with these bombs, saying, oh, it's active in the air, I'll grab that and toss it back at you. And holding onto the lance now, goes in for a down air, doesn't find anything else. Weapon toss. Oh gosh, Zychuu. It's a good thing he didn't do that. What? He's...
I'm so scared.
Oh, okay, he finally gets rid of it. And he's like he doesn't want that mine. He just tosses it off.
He has the double lance now. He's trying to get some throw combos to work out for him, but Maltager just avoiding all of them. He's staying out of range, so even if he does get hit, he's not getting followed up on. And Zychuu tries to hit the side air, but it doesn't quite connect.
Oh, toss the weapon straight up instead of following up to it. Just straight up punches Maltager in the face, standing in place. Maltager finally finding those Sairs he was getting at the very start of the match. Gets hit by Nair. That has an incredible amount of force behind it. Zychuu looking to end this stock here. He's got so much damage on the Malt. He just needs to find the kill move. Nairs aren't going to do it. Not yet. Dive kick even sending him a little bit far. Zychuu.
A dive kick off stage might just do it on its own right now.
Okay.
A lot of damage. The recovery definitely will finish it off.
Recovery kills him off the top. Zychuu tosses that lance upwards. Puts the hammer up as well. Tries to do a little bit more, but that Sair from Maltager connects.
And
nice.
That'll be the evening of the stocks. Maltager finding the edge guard on the Zychuu, and he has the sword advantage here, but like, is having a weapon over Zychuu really an advantage? The guy loves his fists.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Because this match has been so momentum-based in the sense that like one player will get somebody from white to orange or white to red, and then all of a sudden it will be the other player doing the same, and then the matches are even. And that's why I like the fact that both of them are on their last stock here in the same percentage. I kind of expect it to be a blowout one way or the other. And Zychoo's kind of starting it out as he finds that sidelight. Dive kicks are coming out too. Maltager dodges past, but Zychoo's waiting patiently for a weapon. Recovery comes out to read the dodge. Spike ball comes out. He doesn't actually toss on the mine. The mine's just there. They keep dodging left and right over it and not hitting each other. And it finally explodes. Maltager goes for that end-sig read, but Zychuu does not dodge into it. Instead picks up the bomb. Goes straight down Maltager. Dodging past it. What? Oh!
Both players get hit by it. Zychuu goes to the middle. Maltager goes to the side. Both players are still alive.
Okay, that was scary. That could have KO'd both. It would be cool to see a tie situation come out of that, although I think one player was flying farther than the other, but they both make it back, and Zychuu says, okay, these explosives need to go. There's been so many mine spawns so far, and the lance going up. Zychuu catches him out. That was such an unsafe ground pound. Sidelight perfectly timed there. Zychuu goes for the rest, but Maltager dodges through it, but he's got the lead. Spike ball comes out. Zychuu going for that end light kill. Stomp as well. Maltager playing very risky here as he can't find the weapon. Zychuu picking up the lance. He can't seem to find anything.
Yeah, he tries to walk all the way back and go for the sidelight, but Maltager just straight up down signature Zychuu and hits it, but Zychoo's not in kill percent just yet. Maltager is going to need to do a little bit more damage building. Zychuu, however, is ready to kill Maltager at any point.
Yeah, there it is!
That side air will do it. Zychuu taking